Noni, first of all, congratulations. That felt like a complete performance today.
That's exactly what it was, a dominant performance, a complete performance. They're a good side and they've shown it against top teams numerous times this season. So to have such a resounding victory is really fulfilling. So yeah, I'm pleased, I'm chuffed.
And a sharp start as well. Was that the message? Was that important today?
Yeah, of course. We have to come out the traps quickly, especially when we're at home. I feel like we have to dominate games at home, and we did that from the start really till the 90th minute. So yeah, I'm really happy with myself and with all the boys.
I was going to ask about your form because you are flying at the moment. You must be delighted with how things are going.
Yeah, thank God I'm able to play a lot, contribute to my teammates, which is all I really want to do. And yeah, no, as a collective we're doing really well. And yeah, we have 2 tough away games coming up, which we have to go into with this exact same mindset as our last few results, and I'm sure we'll be fine.
You mentioned that word contribution, and you are all over the pitch at the moment, offensively, defensively. Is that something that you've looked at working on in your game?
Yeah, to be fair, the manager's been on me about it for a while. I've probably been a bit hard-headed about it, but he literally just told me that, trust me, if you try and play the game in a more complete way in terms of defending and attacking and just being everywhere in terms of trying to help your teammates, working hard, then your individual talent and ability will come through, and that's what's happening right now. So I thank him for the words and for persisting, and now, like I said, we've got 3 more games to finish very strong.
And just seeing the full-time, like we did against Tottenham as well, the full-time celebrations, the bond between you as a group and the coaching staff seems to be growing every week.
Yeah, when you think about it, you probably have squad of 30, 20 the same age, so it's great that we're really growing together. I feel like that's a great part of this journey that we're on, and yeah, like I said, it's starting to click now, thank God, and we have to just keep it going.
And you're getting a fantastic reaction from the fans as well. 17 goals scored in the last 4 home games here at the Bridge. It feels like you're building something very special at home now.
Yeah, no, 17 goals in 4 games is phenomenal, and yeah, it's credit to everybody from Georgie to Nico. And like I said, we have to just keep it going. We have to.
It's a big end to the season. I mean, we're looking up again. I mean, hopping above Manchester United. Obviously, they play on Monday, but there are things that are possible, and Europe's not out of the equation, is it?
Not at all. And yeah, we have to just focus on ourselves. We know that on any given day, if we turn up with the right mentality, we can win games. We can win every game if we do that. So that's what we have to do. We have to focus on ourselves. Have to try and get 9 points out of the last 9 available, and yeah, see where we end up.
Mauricio, first of all, huge congratulations. You must be delighted with what was a complete performance.
No, I think so pleased, so happy. I think players and staff deserve to feel in this way, because I think today was a great performance, and yeah, so happy for them.
And West Ham have shown how dangerous they can be. I mean, we found out at their place earlier in the season, so a sharp start seemed to be the perfect antidote today.
They are a very good team. I think today we were so good, and we started the game really good. We were very clinical in front of the goal, and we created too many chances. We had the possession. I think today was a very good performance. We didn't concede a goal, and yes, it's an afternoon, a very good afternoon to be happy in the way that we work.
Use the word clinical. I know we've spoken about it before, but that's now 17 goals in the last 4 games here at the Bridge. Things feel like they're clicking now.
Yes, that was one of our objectives after last season, to increase our level here on Stamford Bridge and to create a big bond in between the fans and the team. And I think today was a fantastic bond in between both.
There have been so many big performances today on the pitch. I wanted to ask you about Marc Cucurella and his role. I know it's a slight sort of tactical shift for him. How important has that been?
Yes, always to evolve in a tactical, way. Always you need to, first of all, to fix another problem. So always the priority is you cannot evolve only in tactics if you are not competitive, if you don't have the legs to move, to be aggressive. Always when you need to go building, the house step by step. And I think now we are in a moment that I think the teams realize that to compete is completely different to play football, and we start to understand how we need to compete, in the Premier League. And yes, always a young team need first of all to start to settle and to apply the principles, and of course after that we for sure we have the capacity, and because we have the experience, to evolve in a different ways on the game, and of course that is one of the evolution of the game, because the attitude and the and the capacity, and because we already, we learn a lot in the way to compete. That is why we can see now different situation on the pitch.
Speaking of settling and developing, there's obviously a lot of outside noise about Moises Caicedo earlier in the season. How pleased have you been with his form recently?
Improving like the team. I think when our individual players start to improve and our collective start to feel, really well, when we start to compete like a team, I think you start to see the individual player, the quality of the individual player, and Mo is one of them.
And finally, 3 games left now in this roller coaster of a season. How important is it that we finish as strong as possible?
No, really important. I think the objective is next game, step by step, but it will be really important to finish strong. I think to keep the momentum is the most important thing now.
Mauricio, you must be delighted with another big home win.
Yeah. So pleased. I think so happy. Continues the same feelings after Thursday. Keep the momentum. I think the performance was fantastic in all the aspects. I think, yes, so please, the player deserve big credit, because after a few days to play again and in this level, I think massive credit for them.
Liam.
Hi, Mauricio.
Hi.
In another interview, Noni Madueke just said that in the last 2 games, Chelsea have been unselfish and really worked as a collective. What's changed?
No, yes, I think the assist for Noni to Jackson, that showed that we learn, that we are smart. The situation with the penalty, if you remember against Everton, we received too many criticisms, but a young team always need to make the mistake. Always we need to feel this situation after to improve. If we are capable to improve, it's because we are smart and clever people and intelligent people. I think today was a great action of Noni to see how the group start to live and how start to feel in between them. And I think it always is a process that take time. You never know if it's going to take 1 month, 6 months, or 1 year. But I think the most important thing that they start to settle the principles, to start to feel and live like a group of players that creating all the links to compete, because that is the reality. So pleased for that, because I think we are part of this process, helping them, to grow and to be more mature and to improve in all the aspects. I think that is only the first step, massive step, but this is the step that we wanted to reach. From there now is only, to evolve in all the another aspect, with the possibility to go in a tactical, evolution, different things that we can improve from there. But if not without principles or without, things that we start to show being competitive in this way, it's impossible to evolve in another aspect. Okay, thank you.
There were a few times during the season, and maybe especially at home, when the team was playing very well, they might score first, and once the opposition scores or equalizes, it seemed that mentally the team was dropping intensity or playing more in your own half. And the last 3 games, because I would say also Aston Villa, you scored the second one, you went for the third one. Against Spurs, you scored first, you keep pushing, you look at absolutely in control of your team. Today the same, scoring after 3, 4, and the team always looked in control and wanted more. That changes because it's part of the process, it's normal to reach this stage, or because you feel that finally your players are mature also mentally, not just football-wise, just your opinion.
What I can add more, that's perfect. Yes, of course. Who I think knows about football is when in all the process to build a team is the most difficult thing, because you need to have the knowledge and you need to have the capacity, to emphasize with every single play. Because before to talk about the collective is the individual part of the most difficult scene, because they need to feel the confidence, they need to trust in us, in the staff, in the coaching staff, and we need to create this, bond together. That is the most important thing. And then you need to start to identify the player that in different, aspect, what they need for after to perform and to show the quality inside to the pitch. All this process always takes time. More with the circumstance that we had from the beginning of the season, that never was, perfect in terms of, to have all the players, in the same time, in the same level, competing, and trying to, improve quicker than the reality was. And then to work with expectation. That expectation from the beginning. The expectation is like if you compare with the competition. The competition doesn't wait for you, because you need to compete with the Premier League, with a team that are preparing to come here and kill you. And the expectation is impossible also to fight again, or to be, because the expectation is expectation, but and then you need to defend yourself, or after you need to explain, but always is going to be in front to you, or they say, yeah, but that only are excuses because you don't perform. But who knows a little bit about football, when the team is young and with all the parts, you need to put all together and to start to work into everyone, find their space and start to feel really confident. That is the most difficult thing, and always take time. Now, I think, and I told you, I think a few weeks ago, I say I am so happy because I think we are so close, to be in that position. That is first step that after Tottenham, I told you, in the way that we compete was fantastic, and then to keep this momentum, and I think the team is growing so up very fast now, because that is the standard, the minimum standard that we need if we want to compete in this league. But now it's like the maturity of, look, Noni, rather to be selfish and to play and try to score him, give the assist to, and this type of thing, when it start to appear, on the team, is a very positive signal, that the thing were tough to arrive here, but now it's like everything is going so fast, and it's going to be fast because we have the quality.
Okay, we've got time for two more, Jack, and then Nick to finish.
Mauricio, the competition for the European places now is quite close with yourselves and the teams around you. If you can finish in the top six, how successful a season would that be with the cups and the circumstances?
I don't want to say nothing because, from the beginning of the season I said the objective always is to win because we are in Chelsea, but I think that creates too much pressure. And of course now the team is about to be focusing to rest tomorrow and Tuesday prepare and start to prepare the game again Saturday against Nottingham Forest. I think the objective for us is to be mature and to keep the momentum and compete, improving every single game. And of course I think we are going to try to be in Europe, and it's going to be good for the team and for the players to be in Europe next season. But I cannot say that to describe the season, a successful season if you win a title here in Chelsea, because again, expectation always is to win titles with Chelsea. Circumstances show that the reality was really, really tough, from the day one to arrive today. But deep inside, player staff, all that we were living the reality. I think the staff is happy, the players are so happy, because I think in the really tough moment we keep pushing and we really believe and we never give up. And even with the criticize and many things again, we were there. That is the important thing, that when we talk about experience, about quality and capacity, to deal with things, to enjoy today this type of performance with this team, I think that is all that we have in our head, in our mind, and our head. And yes, now it's about to be clever and smart and to keep this momentum until the end of the season.
Okay, last question today, Nick.
Just on Marco Correa, obviously with the role he's had recently, how pleased are you with him and his development? Yeah, this role like another that we can implement, in the future. But before that is because, you need to build
the belief, the confidence, the trust. The team need to compete. I think all the tactical evolution that we have in our head, like a coaching staff, yes, we will apply, in the future. But the most important thing, if you don't, you cannot sit if you don't have a chair. But before you need to build the chair, and but it's true. The problem in football, you don't have a team, but you expect to behave like a team. You are so selfish, and after you need to be generous, on the pitch. It's the priorities in football, who, like an engineer that is going to build a building. Yes, yes, I want to see so quick the nice furniture in the flat and and sleep there. Yeah, but first of all, we need to build the structure and everything. That is why sometimes we made a mistake when we judge the show of the people.